the day Black Wall Street burned. In the heart of Tulsa, Oklahoma, there once stood a shining example of Black success, a place known as Greenwood, famously called Black Wall Street. Here, Black doctors, lawyers, business owners, and families built a thriving community in the face of systemic racism, a place where streets were lined with elegant homes, bustling shops, theaters, and banks. Prosperity radiated from every corner, a testament to ambition, resilience, and the belief that freedom could be fully lived. But in May 1921, that dream would be shattered and the story almost erased from history. It began with a single tense encounter on May 30th, 1921. Dick Rowland, a 19-year-old Black shoeshiner, entered an elevator operated by Sarah Page, a 17-year-old white girl. Accounts vary. Some say he tripped and grabbed her arm. Others insist it was entirely accidental. Yet, in a city already simmering with racial tension, the white-owned newspapers framed it as an assault. By nightfall, rumors of a lynching had spread through Tulsa like wildfire. The next day, May 31st, a white mob gathered outside the courthouse where Rowland was held. They demanded his death. But Greenwood's men, many of them war veterans who had fought overseas for freedoms they did not fully enjoy at home, armed themselves to protect him. A single shot, its origin still disputed, triggered a chaotic eruption of violence. The mob turned its rage toward Greenwood itself. What followed was an atrocity almost impossible to comprehend. White mobs stormed the neighborhood, armed with rifles, shotguns, and even machine guns. They looted businesses, set homes ablaze, and hunted residents through the streets. Some witnesses recalled airplanes flying over Greenwood, dropping incendiary bombs, marking one of the first known instances of aircraft used to attack US citizens. Fires devoured blocks of homes and businesses, smoke blackening the sky, while terrified families ran for their lives. By the time the flames were extinguished, 1,200 homes were destroyed, 35 city blocks wiped out, and an estimated 300 Black residents were killed, though exact numbers remain uncertain. Over 10,000 people were left homeless, and countless survivors were forced to hide in the woods or refugee camps. Wealth built over generations, shops, banks, and properties, was obliterated, insurance claims denied, and justice refused. Officials blamed Greenwood's residents, and newspapers minimized the scale of destruction. For decades, the massacre was omitted from textbooks, and survivors were silenced by fear and shame. Yet, the spirit of Greenwood endured. The survivors rebuilt what they could, passing their stories quietly to the next generation. The massacre became a buried memory in American history, a wound hidden beneath the narrative of progress. It was not until decades later, in the 1990s and beyond, that survivors began to testify openly, demanding recognition, reparations, and acknowledgement of the tragedy that had been intentionally erased. The Tulsa Race Massacre was not just the destruction of property. It was the violent attempt to erase a thriving Black community and steal the promise of generational wealth. But history refuses to be forgotten. Greenwood stands as both a cautionary tale of racial hatred and a testament to resilience, courage, and the unyielding pursuit of justice. Remembering it is not merely an act of history, it is a commitment to truth, accountability, and the recognition of lives and dreams deliberately targeted and nearly erased.